I've got them stretched here, so I'm going to have to use some smoke, get him over here to be coordinated with these, sir.
We've just used nearly half a company's worth of men to put fire down to cross an area behind you.
Right, pass it on. I don't want them to move from there, okay, until we've got fire down.
Stay firm!
How are we going to get some fire down?
I'm going to get through
Right,
now.
so we got covering fire!
Get up this ladder! Start us telling people to do something. You've got men bleeding to death.
In the February village, to try and carry out those jobs between certain, it is very hard. But I felt I did it quite well, to be honest. I always knew how many men we had in the platoon. I always knew the casualties. I always knew the ammunition state, and I was always trying to get fresh ammunition. And there was, where possible, trying to find out what exactly the platoon ahead was doing. So throughout that appointment, I actually thought I was doing quite well.
Roger, well done. Get ready to launch onto building 24. Out to you, 10 Alpha. I must have that building clear. You've been in there for 20 minutes, over.
As Steve Tickle's men prepare to counter-attack, the list of casualties increases.
Get your berry out, get out of it.
It's on Tickle. Morale is plummeting in there. Sir, there's a dead body just lying there. Sir, there for about 25 minutes. And blokes are running past them, and every time they look, there's a dead body.
Sir, give him an hand.
Oh, what's up with this guy here? How long's he been there?
One back now to get it quiet, sir.
Where's your reserve section?
Sorry?
Where is your reserve section?
Off him at the casualty.
What happened with the casualty? Let's get him back then. Right, you've got covering fire now, and you've got a blind spot from here.
Sir.
Do something about it!
Let's go. Straight back. Now, which way are you going? Back. Down from the wire. I think when, like, the instructors there shouting at you, probably it's not a bad thing, I suppose. They're trying to put you under pressure. They're trying to make it more realistic. I think it becomes a problem when they're just standing there making problems for you. Because if you want to do something, why not let you do it? Sometimes they stop you and say, why are you doing that and why are you doing this? Where are you now? When you think, well, let me get on with it. I know where I am, I know what I'm doing, let me get on.
The enemy had been forced back. As the platoon regained control of the village, 2 sections prepared to attack the last building.
Push back! We can't, mate! We can't go round there! Enemy's firing there! It's the only cover we've got is this! Building C!
Right, mate, go! Onto the fucking wall! Go!
What's left of 2 section regroup before the final attack.
This is it, fella. Yeah, we've got loads detached to HQ, and Sergeant Hayter's casualty. Sergeant Hayter, battle shot.
I had battle shot this morning, and then when I got distracted, I got shot in the hip, and where I wasn't treated fast enough, I died. But miraculously, I've been reborn and back on the battlefield again.
We're going up this route, straight up the road, past the next building, and then onto the one. We're going to consolidate there. He'll give them an entry point, they'll get in, take the first floor, and then we'll be prepared to launch onto the second floor. Make sure you've got a fresh magazine on now.
You're leading, you're following the fucking
9, 8, 7, 6, go! Yes! Get it!
Supported by covering fire, 2 section launch an assault on the last enemy house. As they storm the house, the instructors decide that John Reynolds should become the latest casualty for Steve Tickle to cope with.
Steve! Come on, help me! Ah! Still with him? Yes, more. Ah! Look out! Steve, Commander!
What is your priority now? My priority is making sure that I've got
Making sure they've got the link man there for the OC because he's screaming for him. I know his plan, and they've got enough ammunition.
Listen to me. Fuck the OC at the moment. All right. You've got one man down there bleeding. You've got another man round there bleeding. If you've got any other fucking priorities in life at the moment, then they want to be fucking important. All right. You've got 2 men down. Your men, your responsibility. Now fucking deal with them.
Chief Commander! I need a reserve!
Ready to take the building number 14, over.
Stop! Yeah, mate. All road, lads. Hello.
The battle is over and the enemy leave town. It's judgment time. Coming up, it's make or break for Steve Tickle. And home sweet home for 2 section.
Heat.
The battle in the village is over. The instructors deliver their verdict.
Right, gentlemen, listen. All right, the exercise in general tended to ebb and flow. There was some very good stuff and there was some very poor stuff. You can now understand or see the critical importance of teamwork in a situation like this.
I learned a lot doing it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope I passed it, but shit happens.
Now, I know you're all tired, but think. If you ever find yourself in this situation, you're going to have 30 tired private soldiers. And that's going to be a test of your leadership and command skill and your ability to motivate people, to inspire them. Because if you don't, and you don't underpin your platoon commander, people are going to get killed.
The worst bit's now, knowing that you're past the field.
Failure could mean the end of the course for Steve Tickle and his chance of promotion to sergeant.
Right, Sergeant Tickle, you failed that appointment. All right. I'm going to go through the points of why you failed it now. Yeah. Some of the things I'm going to say to you are a bit hard to take, all right? It's unfortunate, but listen to what I've got to say, all right? You'll then get a chance to make any points you want to make. And I'll finish with some constructive points, hopefully. Right, the first thing that went wrong was Kazovac. All right, your Kazovac today was an absolute disaster. All right, if we'd have been doing that for real, you would have lost men who were quite able to be saved. All right, one guy had a chest wound. He was left out laying in the open, all right, with the only first aid having been done to him, one first field dressing put on. He was left there for 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes. All right, he would have died, all right, no doubt about it. Okay, when it came to move him as a dead body, all right, we just got 3 guys, picked him up and moved him. If we'd have done that 15 minutes earlier and got him back to the company aid post, he would have been a savable casualty. Okay, your handling of the dead. What do we do with dead?
Separate them for.
And cover. All right, immediately. Okay, can't emphasise how important that is. All right, if you don't, you imagine, well, you can't imagine it. All right, but just try. One of your mates being in a hallway dead, all right, and you having to walk past him constantly. There is no way on this earth, no matter how strong a character you are, that that is not going to affect you. Control. All right, you lose control whenever there's pressure put on you. Okay, and you seem to start to panic slightly. And the way you overcome that is you shout. All right, but the problem is you're shouting without really saying anything of importance. Give me the impression you're just shouting for the sake of it. But 9 times out of 10, it's just rubbish. As the platoon withdrew from the front of you, and we were in the house, this was a good example of it, all of a sudden we got the message, everybody get your kit on. Yeah, I asked you why I was getting the kit on, and your exact words to me is, because we're going to get the fuck out of here. You lost control of yourself, all right, as an individual. The guys around you, the young 18, 19-year-old private soldiers would see that, and how would they react, do you think?
When I get out there.
Exactly. They would have the kit on and they'd be out the window. All right, we're there to kill the enemy and to destroy the enemy. Nothing else. That is our sole purpose in life at that moment. To kill the enemy, to destroy his vehicles, to destroy his equipment, to bring death and destruction down on whatever enemy formations that is in front of us. Also on the leadership side of life, and this is probably the most disappointing thing from my point of view, got no sense of urgency, no get up and go, no drive in you. All right, these guys want to be motivated. They want to see you as an inspiration, and you just haven't got it. There's no spark there. All right, you need to be saying to them, look at me, you want to be like me. I'm perfect, I'm the top man here, even if you're not. No one's pretending that those of us who've been in platoon sergeants are perfect, far from it. All right, but we want to give them the impression that we are. So they look to you, and even when the shit's hitting the fan and things are going badly wrong, they think it's going to be all right because the platoon sergeant's here. Yeah, look at him, he's in control, he's calm. Nothing flaps him, all right? And they will respond to that, all right? And equally, if you're flapping around, you're unsure of yourself, you're nervous, you're withdrawn, there's no spark, they'll think, what's going wrong here? Yeah, we must be in trouble here because he's not driving us on, okay? And it will spread, all right? And you just don't seem to have at the moment that drive and determination and get up and go that we need from platoon sergeant, all right? And have you got any points for me?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Get yourself back to the platoon. All right. Work hard for the rest of the course. All right. And take on board the fact that there are good things there. I mean, the most important one is your ability to work. All right. You won't just sack it. Okay. That's it.
Cool.
All right. Off you go.
Steve got failed it.
Got the debrief off the colour sign and made me sound like the worst guy on the planet, which is obviously a kick in the teeth. But I knew as soon as he opened his mouth, with the look that he was going to fail me. I don't think anything I could have done that day would have changed anything, to be honest. I'd worked as hard as I could, put 100% effort in throughout the course, and even more so for the past 30 hours or so. And then you just all of a sudden told, nah, I fail. So you're gutted.
After an exhausting week of battle, 2 Section finally returned to camp.
Heat. It's too hot in here now, isn't it? Yeah, it's good to be back. get the weapons out of the way now. It's going to take a couple of hours and hopefully we can all make it down the pub for the last orders. Something to eat.